Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Um, just getting some things set up. I'm so excited because today I'm going to be chatting with you about our newest brand, Girasol, and I have these lovely wraps and ring slings behind me, and I'm so excited to show them to you and to let you see just how beautiful these pieces are in real life. We've got some gorgeous photos that I'm sure you've seen posted, and we're gonna be posting more from Lisa, our rep, and I thank you so much for these beautiful photos. And I know that some of you have already taken advantage of this beautiful new brand, so I'm just going to show you what we've got here. I'm going to take this bin down first, give you a sampling of these beauties. And so hi, thanks for the wave. So how is everybody? How's everybody doing? Are we having a good morning? I know for some of you it's definitely earlier than others. So I have gotten lots done today. And I know some of you have seen this brand before. And so for those of you, I'm giving you a chance to sort of see a close up here. Um, and I always feel like my phone shows me the colors more true, like on Instagram where I am, than Facebook. So if you're not sure if you're seeing the colors as true, definitely hop on Instagram too when you see it. So hi, Rachel. Hello. Okay, so this one, I'm showing it to you when I'm saying what it is. Rachel, hi Rachel, this is Girasol. So Girasol is a hand woven brand. This is the first hand woven item that we have, brand that we have. Faith, I haven't left bed yet, super pregnant, super excited to be turning it. Oh, well, enjoy. You can relax and hang out with us. Thank you for joining us. So this is our first hand woven brand. And so what that means is we have all sort of woven carriers in our store. And so what that means is that they're not, and I'm trying to show you the texture. They aren't just like screen printed designs. Like this isn't cotton with sort of color on it. That's not what it is. It's not like that. It's individual strands of fibers that are pushed together. So I don't know if you ever did I don't know if you ever did the exercise that we did in school. I remember an art project where we made our own quilts, and we put the yarn through and we pushed it down and we made a quilt. That's essentially the process. And so the other brands that I have um, do that with machines to assist, right? So the machines are putting the threads together, and it's still so cool. And I have to repost another one of their videos of that because it's just incredible to watch. I mean, it's truly amazing. But this is our first brand where that is actually done by hand. Let me just tell you what these colors are before I move on, because we have a couple purples, and I just showed you the one. So, and I'm confirming because I know what it is, but I'm just confirming because I get confused. Yes. Okay, so this is the Kokiri Yamativa. Okay, so if you're looking on the site, this is the Kokiri Yamativa wrap, and you can see the variations of colors there. What's nice about something like this is that the edges are a little bit different. You can see how the edges are different, and that helps you to kind of tell what's up and down. Some people like that, as well as the reverse being a little bit different too. Actually, no, this one's not. We do have wraps that are different reverse. This one is not. So just some things to be aware of. So that's that one. And so yeah, so these are woven by hand, and wait till you see the honeycomb weaves. I haven't shown you one of those yet. These are woven by hand in the mountains, in the mountains of Guatemala. This color right here is Sol Imar in the ring sling, and look at those beautiful blue rings. Oh my goodness. Faithers, I really like the colors on this. It looks comfortable. It's really soft, and these are really thin. They're really nice. They're really comfy. Definitely something nice. Um, Here is Twilight. So on Twilight, you can see a little bit more of the intricacy of the weave. I don't know if you can see those details as well. But I want you to imagine imagine somebody by hand putting all of these threads together in a way to make these patterns. And what's really cool is that because they're done by hand, each weaver sort of has their own individual flair. And so I'm not, I might not be expert enough to sort of see that per se, but that is something that you can kind of recognize if you're experienced with fabrics, kind of the unique touch of each weaver. It's just really cool. So this one is Twilight, and you can kind of see the variation of the color there, from the yellow sort of on the end, and then to the really deep blue. These are made, like I said, in the mountains of Guatemala, and I'll tell you a funny story about that. This is just another one of those. So we were talking with our courier about shipping these, right? And when we were talking, the shipping company was like, okay, I need an address of the place where they're made. Where are they made, right? That sounds like a simple question. Oh, I might have some comments. Let me look. Hi, Amanda. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, gorgeous. Yes, Rachel. I've seen your rings in my future. They are gorgeous. And then another Rachel. Lots of Rachels today. I don't know. So they're super pregnant. Haven't left bed yet, but same. All. Yes, that was somebody on Instagram, Rachel. I know it's weird because I'm talking to both places. um, yes. So I asked them about, well, I didn't ask them. They were asked where's the address, and they provided an address in Spanish, and it didn't have any numbers, and it didn't really look like it had any streets. And the shipper was like, hey, I kind of need like a street, and can you give me the nearest street? And they were like, no, you don't understand. This address means in the small village outside of the small town, and there are only 2 roads, and this is the only address that they have. So this is the Kokiri Ilamativa in the ring sling with these beautiful bright purple rings here. So I got a kick out of that. Maybe you think that's funny too. So that's where they are. And this is another of the Kokiri Yamativa. You can see a little bit more of that texture there. Let's see. Ooh, I really like this one. So this one is Free Elf, Riso de Oro double weft. More comments. April. Oh, that's pretty. Yes, Rachel. Oh, that's stunning. Yes. So many beautiful things. I love this one. This feels thicker. So this is a double weft. It does have a little bit more thickness to it than what I just picked up. And if you look, it does have a little bit more complexity in the weave also. Okay. So it's just kind of the nature of this one, of the double weft. So it's just got a little bit more fibers in it. I love these colors. I love the brilliance of this orange. We have this here in a wrap and ring sling, but this is the Free Elf. Okay. What else do I have here? Okay, here is Chameleon. And so this is one that I feel like doesn't show up as well in some of the photos online. So I'm gonna have to see if I can update those a little bit. But this kind of gives you a sense of the different colors. I like how they pack the ring slings too. I think they're really cute. But here are the different ones. Some people really like these rainbow stripes because they feel like it makes it easy for learning. Here's the top and here's the bottom. So that's what this does. And then of course it's got the continuity with some of the darker elements, which just gives it a little pop. So this is Chameleon in our ring sling. I think those rings are black. You can tell. My phone is yelling at me on Instagram, so we're gonna see how that goes. If I disappear, that's what happened. It died. This is Chameleon in the wrap. All of these are pretty thin. Like I would say that none of these are like heavy. None of the ones that I have here. I can sort of pull that out. So if you really like thin fabrics, this is definitely something to consider. Okay, and then are these more? I think that's more of the Kokiri. And then this is Rayos de Oro in the ring sling. Rachel, this one's stunning. Every single one. They are all stunning, and just I mean, just look at that weave. Like I'm just amazed. Like I'm just amazed that somebody. I mean, I don't have the patience to do something like this. I mean, do you? Do you like to? I mean, somebody on here is going to be like, I am an artist and I can do that, and that's awesome if you are. Like that's awesome. I do not have the patience for this kind of artistry. It's really really cool. I love these colors. And in the photos Lisa had, it's this coloring with and it's Rayos de Oro, which is rays of gold. Okay, and I know it's hard to see in some of the flat lays, but I want you to know that like this is, I mean, it's tan, but like it really does sort of shimmer. Like to me, it does feel like gold. It feels like a gold look to it. It's not actually metallic in any way, but it has that feel, which is nice. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other colors in the other bin. We've got a handful more. Pop these behind. Okay. And if there's anyone in particular you want to make sure that you see a little closer, let me know. This is Solimar. So sun and sea. Solimar, sun and sea. So we got the kind of that, which is fun. This sort of yellow and blue here. So love that. We looked at that before. This is the free elf in a wrap. Again, sort of those honeycombs, and you can see a little bit more sort of that color variation throughout. Oop, unfolded it a little bit. That's all right. Fold it back up. So, I really love these. You know, I always want to make sure when I'm working with a company that things are being made, you know, that things are being made on the up and up, right? You know, there are a lot of places that try to tell you that things are made ethically, that things are made fair trade and all of that. But in reality, it's just sort of a name. You know, it's not true per se. You know, it's not true to the people who are working there. And so, you know, I spoke with them and I said, hey, you know, I just kind of want to understand what your relationship is with the people who are making these. You know, what is that like? And so, what they told me was that they are close. They're very, very close with the family that weaves these, and with the people who weave them. That they you know, met, and they spent a lot of time there. They do spend a lot of time together in Guatemala, and they're very close. They control, you know, the weavers sort of control their workspace and their working environment. And it's, you know, there's nothing. You know, everything is on the up and up. It's not like a factory where people are forcing them to work against their will. And, you know, people are being paid appropriately. People are working in safe working environments. And that's really important to me. And so I'm telling you that because I want you to know that that's important to me, and that I ask those kinds of questions, and I talk, and I have turned, maybe not necessarily carriers that I can think of, well, some carriers, but some of the big carrier brands, I'm not seeing that I'll work with in the near future because of that, because you know, they sort of accept at face value some things that I just don't. I want people to be treated fairly, and I want to feel good about the stuff that I'm providing you. So this is Rayos de Oros again, and it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Any questions for me? The quality of these is really, really nice. Like I said, I think this is the Free Elf, and this is definitely the heaviest of the fibers, okay, that I have here, but they are all thin. These are all thin wraps. They are very high quality. This is not, this cotton is not, overly processed. They're very cognizant of the chemical, I mean, it's not chemically processed, right? They're very cognizant of using baby safe dyes. These meet safety standards in Europe and in the United States. So there's nothing to worry about. They're nice and strong. The weave is nice and tight, and they're woven by hand. I mean, these are really, really cool. And so purchasing these, not only do you support us, Mama and Ru's, a small business, but also this small weaving business in Guatemala, and the people that they work with in Germany, which is where they ship to me from. So very, very cool. I really love these. I think you're really, really going to enjoy them. And we just have a small quantity here for now, just a few prints. Let me know what you think. Let me know which one is your favorite. Okay, and definitely check that out. So the collections. mama-ru.com/collections/Girasol, Girasol, okay, Girasol. That's what we have, and it's also my brand drop down. Sarah, if the fabric is thinner, are they still proof for a decent weight baby? Yes, they are. Let me see if I have the exact weight here. That's a good question. If it's not, it's definitely on the tag because it's required to have that. Let me check the tag. That's a really good question, Sarah. I'm on the wrong end. Almost all of these are rated to like almost all the wraps out there that are high quality are rated to 50 pounds or so. Let's see. The only thing I would say is that ring slings generally aren't, and so we actually talked with Lenny Lamb about this. Someone was saying, hey, why is your ring sling rated to 35 when someone else's is rated to 40, something like that? And their response was, hey, woven fabrics are really strong. The limit is not on the fabric. The limit is on the rings of the ring sling. Wanting to make sure that it's safe for that tolerance. If you can imagine, like that, like the strength of the weave is that strong, but it is. It's stronger than the tension from the rings, which is pretty cool. I am not seeing a specific weight limit on here. I know that it's test. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. So this one is recommending this one to 35 pounds, this one in my hand. So I will double check, and it might be because it's a little bit thinner and it is the hand woven weave. So let me double check and see if they all say that, or if not. I do know that just because it says 35 pounds doesn't mean that, it's going to rip open. The moment your child turns 36, they have, I think it's like a 3-time safety limit, but it's good to know what that is. So I will definitely confirm that, and I will get back to you to make sure to see if they're all the same there too. Awesome. Great questions. Anything else for me, guys? I know, I love them. I love them. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Definitely check out the collection. If you have questions, let me know, and we will chat soon. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day.